Hello and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mark Hoffman and today I have the pleasure of taking you around our 2011 Discovery 4 SDV6. Now, as you've seen from inquiry on this car, it represents exceptional value. But this video is going to be mostly about the features of the car as well as the condition. Starting at the front, we have our iconic Land Rover Discovery front end. We do have the, I think they call it the signature light, which is this new DRL they've got around the headlights and high beam there. Do have HID low beams on this car as well, auto leveling. Up the front, you'll notice no signs of stone chips. I'm struggling to find any stone chips. There might be a tiny one there and then another little tiny one over here, but that is really being brutal on this car. We've got the stainless grille fitted and it also has the body coloured badging on the vehicle, which is quite a nice look actually. No signs of stone chipping at all across the front of the bonnet of this vehicle. Coming around to the driver's side now, obviously we've got a big Land Rover badge here in the guard, nice big guards, no signs of any scratching, nicking there at all. Down here we've got a brilliant condition Goodyear front set of tyres on this car. It does have a bit of tyre dust, it did rain on us just a moment ago, but the wheel there unmarked, no scuffs or anything like that. Coming down the side of the car, one thing you'll notice, very tall roof line in these vehicles, giving a lot of space compared to some of its competitors at this price point. Coming down the side, we don't have any rock rails or side steps or anything like that, but no signs of scratches, nicks. Commonly with some of these cars, they do get used off-road. I can't find a single piece of evidence in these trims, etc., that would indicate any sort of bush pinstriping. Has had a very, very easy life, this car, with no damage on the driver's side at all. Coming to the rear wheel now, yet again, unmarked wheel, brilliant condition Goodyear highway terrain tyre there. Fuel filler on this side. Coming around to the back now, a little bit to talk about in the Discovery 4 back here. Not many cars at this price point actually have the folding tailgate anymore. Obviously, little button there actuates it open. Nice and easy, goes up quite high, easy to grab. But in here, we also have the lower tailgate as well, which folds down. I think it's actually technically called a polo gate. So you can sit there, it is weight rated, so you can sit there at the beach, have a bit of a picnic. Do have the third row seating in here as well. We'll go into that in a moment. You do have your cargo blind. Over in the side, you've got little storage nooks. You've got a 12-volt socket. You've got storage for the jack, tools, everything like that back here as well. And it's actually a very comfortable 7-seater with a lot of room. And as I mentioned before, with that high roof line, the rear seat passengers, you've got heaps of roof room here, heaps of headroom, and actually quite a lot of legroom back here as well. While we're back here, just quickly shut the tailgate again. One thing to note, a lot of people go, can you fit a tow bar? They all come with them. Underneath this plastic piece here is actually, where is it? I'm going to pop that there and pop that. Oh, it's got a piece of, a clip holding it on now, a piece of tape. There is a tow bar under there and your two clips. Bit of a blooper there, someone's held it on for me. But you do have a tow bar hidden away under there, which is good because it makes the car really a nice looking thing without an ugly big hole there for a tow bar. Coming down the passenger side of the car, this is commonly where we do see damage because this is the curb side of the vehicle. None of that here. Coming down the side of the body from the kangaroo angle you're on now, you'll see not a single pimpled out shopping trolley, nothing has been near this vehicle, very, very clean. Down the bottom here, we've got a tiny little scuff just here on the alloy wheel, but yet again, a brilliant condition Goodyear tyre there. Coming down the side of the car, if I'm being picky, I will notice there is a little scuff just here and here. Quite small, but I do like to point them out just for our out-of-state customers. Another thing to note while we're here at a door handle, I forgot to mention it, the driver's door, is fitted with proximity key. Leave the key in your pocket or your purse, wherever you keep your key. No fumbling around to get it when your hands are full of grocery bags. Just come up, open the door handle, it'll unlock for you. Same to lock the vehicle. Coming up to the last of the wheels now, yet again, brilliant condition wheel, no signs of gutter rash or anything like that. Brilliant condition tyre on this vehicle as well, at the front Goodyear tyre. So around the exterior, this vehicle presents very, very well. Right, now we're at the front of the Land Rover Discovery now. Let's talk about the engine. One thing to first note is build quality of these cars is absolutely paramount. We've got sand deadening on the front, the firewall, the sides even. It's really well sand deadened, making the diesel engine quite a nice thing to live with. You are looking at a V6 3 litre turbo diesel engine. Now this is the kicker. It's going to give you a massive 180 kilowatts of power and 600 Newton meters of torque, making this car proceed down the road with quite haste and tow very, very well. Obviously that tow rating we talked about, 3.5 tonne. Will note, car doesn't have a tow bar tongue. You can get one from Land Rover. That diesel engine there is going to combine up to a 6-speed automatic transmission, 4x4 of course, giving you, with all of that power in this big car, an amazing 9.3 litres to the 100 out of an 82 litre tank. That's 882 kilometres of average driving range. Alright, inside the Land Rover Discovery 4 now, and such a comfortable place to be. Really, really nice in here. Now we're going to a little bit to talk about features and quality, of course. We'll start at the start. Leather wrap steering wheel, black leather, black stitching, no signs of wear at all. Commonly you see people that sort of do this, no wear there at all. Brilliant, brilliant condition. We've got, obviously, it's a little bit opposite from what I used to, but you've got the cruise control on the left side, Bluetooth phone as well as voice control on the right, and your horn in the middle. Ooh, that's the horn there, the silver ones. In here we've got our menu here, will control the center screen, and this one here controls the audio over there. Behind the steering wheel, being a European car, left side is your high beam switch as well as your indicators. Right hand side is your front and rear wipers. Front wiper is automatic. You can adjust the severity of it with that little switch there. So much so that if the person in front of you uses their washer jets and gets a little bit of spray on the upper part of your windscreen, your wipers will wipe. Over on the right hand side here we have our headlight switch. It does have automatic headlights which are dusk sensing, so as it becomes later in the afternoon the lights will turn on. However, if it's raining, do remember to turn yours on. We also have fog lights for the front, good if you're driving in the fog, and if you go up to the snow you also have a rear fog light as well. On the right hand side here we have our power windows as well as window lock, and we have our power mirror controls as well as, if you hold that, mirror fold, good for the car parks, that one. Coming down, you will notice a lot of things about this car. It does have the satin chrome trim throughout the interior. Quite a nice touch to use actually. And down here, something we'll mention in a little bit, Harman Kardon audio in this car as well. Very, very nice audio. We'll come across and into the center as we go back a little bit. The dashboard on the car, very easy laid out, nice way of doing it. Tacho on the left, speedo on the right, in the nice legal increments. I like the grey tones for the center console. They're nice and actually easier on the eyes, especially at night time. Some of the color screens nowadays can be a little bit harder on the eyes. One thing to note, we do have soft touch leather throughout the dashboard, cutting down on echoes and making it a bit nicer place to be with the stitching through the center. Nice air conditioning vent there, bringing us neatly into our navigation unit, which is currently showing our location here at 20-32 Kangan Drive here in Berwick. Also showing that we are a 10-second walk from the train station or about a 1-minute drive from the Monash Freeway. Down from there are controls for the audio unit. It is obviously all touchscreen. You can go through the touchscreen menus if you want, or you can control it from here. Going further down, you've got your CD input or exit, depending on which way you're going. Traction control button, a button to test all the indicators at once. Also, we've got our dual zone climate control, so you can have passenger can be a bit of a different temperature to your driver, which is nice, and you can select where you want it to go. One thing, before I keep going down, we'll go up a little bit. That there is our push button start. Obviously, as I mentioned, it does have 2 keys for this vehicle. Both of them are proximity keys. So on the vehicle, you obviously leave them in your pocket, hold the power button, it starts, and the same to turn it off. Coming down from here into our all-wheel drive systems. Now, some users of this car go very off-road. There are brilliant expedition vehicles all around the world. Now, with this control center here, you control everything to do with the all-wheel drive system. Very, very easy to use. Basically, going by the pictures, you tell the car what sort of terrain you're on, whether you're on normal highway, that one's snow, then we've got sort of ruts, then we've got hilly country with a cactus. Good luck with that here. And then you've got rocks as well. You can select between high range and low range gearing. Most of the time you'll be in high range, but if you are on the rocks or in the ruts and things, sometimes you will want low range. You also have descent control as well as our height control. So you can control with the airbag suspension in this car, which is very nice and supple to drive. You can actually control the height of the vehicle there as well. 2 12-volt sockets there, leading down into our automatic shifter. Very easy to use. Put it in D for drive it away. Can control it in manual mode if you want to control it that way. Always forget this, don't I, Mr. Lynn? For those playing at home, we are going through the gears. Handbrake, we have a satin chrome handbrake thing there, same as the normal one, which is the handle, but just imagine it as a button. Pull up to turn it on, push down to turn it off. Two big cup holders into the big center console here. Has a cable for a iPhone 4 by the looks of it. You'll probably get a new updated cable. In the lid here you've got a USB socket as well to plug in your newer phones. A little console here to store things on top of, depending on how you want to set up the cargo storage in the vehicle. Going on to the interior now, leather stitching, black with black stitching on it. Black carpets. The car does have rubber floor mats throughout in brilliant condition. The driver's seat presents the same as this one as well. Going around the interior, you'll see brilliant condition in the back. Very, very flexible seating options in this vehicle, with all three rows being independently adjustable of each other. And you'll see now we've got the third row mounted out as well, which is leather, of course. And actually quite a lot of room back there. My cameraman is, what are you? You'd be 6'2", 3, 4? Give me a nod. He's something like that. I'm going to go with 7 feet. And he fits, we could wear a top hat in this car. So really, really comfortable, even for those that are really tall. Coming back up to the front of the car now, let's talk about the service history of the vehicle. Because with the quality and condition of this car, you'll be as relaxed as this guy, knowing that your car is fully serviced. In the book here, we'll go through. We've got original service, we've got the 20, the 40, goes up to 49 where it had fuel filter, cabin filter, nice. Up to 60 where we had the brake fluid done. Over here, this is a big one. We had 73,000 kilometers. The timing and tensioner was done on the car as well, so that's a good one to have done. 86 of course, and then we should have, that will actually be the one where it's currently at. So obviously fully serviced on this vehicle as well. Thank you for watching this video walk-around tour of our 2011 Land Rover Discovery 4 TDV6. As you've seen, amazing condition outside, stunning condition inside, very flexible interior, very comfortable interior. Love the Harman Kardon audio. Definitely come down, be very quick for this car. Have a look at, have a drive, but make sure to give us a call, 9907 0555. Thank you for watching.